Hey guys, what's going on? Jamie here. Wanted to do an update for Global Aid Club. They just did a live Zoom earlier today around 2 p.m. Eastern. I did jump on, well, sort of. I was actually I was driving at the time, so I couldn't, watch the slides or anything like that. But I was paying attention. And cool thing about it is they did post the replay. It's on their YouTube channel right now if you want to check it out. So they're introducing a what it looks like to me is they're introducing a brand new power line to run simultaneously with their original power line. So let's go ahead and jump into it. We'll just dive into kind of I don't know if this will be a reaction or a recap, but we'll talk about global aid and at least my takeaway from the Zoom. Of course, I want to start off by saying that I am not a financial advisor by any means, certainly not giving you any type of financial advice. If you are going to get into anything on my channel or anything in the passive income space, crypto space, do your own research, do your own due diligence, know that there is risk in everything. And if you're going to get into anything, only put in risk capital, guys, funds you can afford to lose. Also, follow me on Telegram. I will leave a link for that down below. If you haven't subscribed to this channel, go ahead and subscribe. Hit the little bell icon so you'll get notified straight away whenever I do a brand new video. So that being said, yeah, they did a Zoom. I was kind of halfway paying attention to it, but one thing that I did take away was a couple of things. Well, number one, the first takeaway I got from it is these guys aren't, these guys, they're trying to make this work. They're trying to make this work. If it had been any other owner or any other group of leaders, I think this thing would have definitely have gone away. But they seem like they're doing everything that they possibly can to make this platform work. And I think they might be onto something. I mean, they're relaunching a brand new power line. I know in one of my videos when they first had some issues, and I was doing a couple of updates. One thing I said, I don't know if you guys watch my videos or if you watched that video, but you'll recall, I said, hey, rather than try to put a band-aid on this power line and try to fix it, they should just relaunch the whole thing. They should just start over, relaunch the whole thing, and make sure that they do the math on it, because I think it's easier to give birth than to raise the dead, right? I mean, it's easier to just start over and do it the right way than try to fix something that's having some issues, when obviously those issues were kind of compounding on top of each other. And so the fact that they're relaunching a new power line, I think, it might breathe some new life into this thing. At least that's my initial reaction. Okay, but again, my first reaction is these guys didn't rug. I've witnessed a lot of rugs in my day. I've had platforms rug on me. I've seen devs literally drain the wallet, transfer funds to in the contract funds to their own personal wallet. I've seen devs, rogue devs, hack or exploit their own platform. I've seen everything. One thing I've noticed with these guys, and I posted about it in my Telegram, was these guys could have just drained the contract, okay, but they didn't. They let the contract, kind of just do its thing and let people withdraw from it when they probably could have just transferred all those funds into another wallet, right? The fact that they didn't do that tells me that, I don't think these guys were malicious. They had malicious intent. Um, Obviously, they weren't able to do the math right, but that's the thing with business. Sometimes you don't know. It looks good on paper. When things happen in real life, that's when you see, okay, maybe this ain't gonna work. Maybe that's not gonna work. Maybe we overestimated this. Maybe we underestimated that. And I don't think they were able to fathom that so many people were gonna go into this thing, that it was going to go viral that fast. Because when people started to hit Blue Diamond, and a massive amount of people started to hit Blue Diamond, I saw right there that it wasn't going to be sustainable, because my Blue Diamond packs that I paid $50 for one time, they were paying out $50 a day. I mean, obviously, it's not going to work, right? So that was their fault. I guess the fact that they didn't estimate what was going to happen, but they didn't rug. Okay, trying to go back to my point, they didn't rug. The other thing I got from that Zoom was these guys have a community, guys. There was 750 plus people on that Zoom. 750 plus people on a Zoom at 2 p.m. Eastern on a work day, on a weekday. that tells me that there's an interest in this platform, guys. So, you know, them launching a brand new power line that's going to run in conjunction, that's actually going to feed into the original power line. Um, yeah, it definitely seems interesting. It definitely seems like, they could make something work here. But yeah, let's go ahead and just jump right into this. Again, I took a couple of picks here. Okay, they have an accelerator power line. They call it, I guess they're calling it dual fuel. Essentially, what that means is there's two power lines now, the original one and the new one. Okay, now again, what was stopping people from joining the old power line is because they were, if they bought packs, they weren't going to get paid, because again, the liquidity wasn't high enough and it was below that 500 mark, so they were going to get taxed. So people weren't jumping into the old power line. Okay, but if they have a new power line that they can jump into that they can get paid, that might cause an influx of packs, new packs, totally separate from the original power line. And that might drive momentum because this new power line actually feeds into the old power line. Okay. Now, if I'm confusing the crap out of you, I apologize. Watch the replay. I think the replay is going to do it a lot more justice than me trying to explain it. But that's kind of, for me, just looking at it. Okay, I think they might be onto something. Um, Again, this new power line is going to feed into the old power line. So if you have existing packs, why wouldn't you want to have new liquidity pumped into the old system that may allow you to withdraw with less tax, right? It just makes sense. Meanwhile, this new accelerated power line, again, you can get paid right away. And very similar to the other single line matrix, you get in early, people coming in underneath you, people coming in after you buying packs. Guess what? That can drive um, your position to make commissions, regardless of what you do. It's all about timing. And a single line matrix, guys, it's all about timing. If you can get in early and people are coming in after you, I mean, it can drive you to the top, right? So here's kind of the rundown. Obviously, we already know how the original power line works. This is the new power line. It's a one-time $25 BNB that goes into the new power line. It pays out bonuses. If you're going to refer people, there's going to be a fast start bonus. They didn't specify any other bonuses. They didn't say it was a check match or anything like that. But they said there might be some other bonuses. But essentially, there's going to be a $5 fast start on that $25 pack. Again, you can buy as many packs as you want. And again, it to me it looks like it actually looks like, another single line matrix that's going to be launching next week. I think these guys saw what these guys were doing and they decided to, take a page out of that book, because it's a totally different power line. Okay, there's no liquidity pool. This one works totally different. But like I said, what's cool about this is, number one, you can get paid right away, right? You can essentially, theoretically, you can get one pack. Timing is right. A bunch of people come in after you, and that $125 pack can pay you out. I think it's like $1,200. Yeah, I mean, crazy as it sounds, I mean, that's what can happen, right? And again, this feeds into uh, the other power line, the other liquidity pool. Okay, which I, for one, I'm okay with that. I mean, if I look at how many, I have 100 packs over there, and it's building up. It's crazy the amount that I could, if there was liquidity, how much I'd be able to pull out. It'd be like almost like $60,000, but I can't pull it out because there's no liquidity going, because no one's going to put money into this because they're not going to make money. The reason why they're not going to make money is, like I said, there's no liquidity. The way they have the taxes set up and all that, no one's going to get into this thing. But if they get into this thing that actually does pay out, and as a byproduct, it feeds into this one, hey, we might be able to withdraw. But here's the thing, even if we can't withdraw, like, to me, I'm looking at this like two different companies, right? This came and gone. We did well with it. This is a brand new single line matrix that we can get into. And again, if there's an interest in it, and I think there is, the fact that there's 750 plus people on a Zoom on a weekday afternoon, that tells me there's an interest in this thing. This thing definitely has a community. If we can get in early, okay, because a lot of us didn't get in early in the initial power line. We saw this a week after it launched. This one we'll be able to get in on day one when it launches. It could be something, right? So let me show you the again, watch the replay. I think the replay will do it way more justice here, but just to kind of give you a little bit of a sneak peek, it's a $25 one-time payment. And if you add up all of these commissions that you can make from that one-time payment, I think it comes out to like $1,250 that you can make from one $25 pack, assuming people are coming in after you. Now, of course, disclaimer, you may not get your $25 back. If people don't come in after you, you're not going to get your $25 back. Okay. The cool thing is what's the risk? $25, right? Or, don't even get in, right? Like some of you guys are like, I'm done with these single line matrices. Then don't get in. My thing is, scared money don't make money, right? You got to be in it to win it. I'll throw a couple of shekels in here. We did really well with the first run, with the first the 1.0, whatever you want to call it, the first run. We did real well with that, even without referrals. Now, full disclaimer, want to be totally transparent. Did we make a lot of money on referral commissions? Yes, we did, because it was overly aggressive. We know that now. It was overly paying on the affiliate side, okay, and the package side. But even without any referral commissions, just on the packages, I made more in the packages than what I put in. Right? I put in $5,000 in to buy 100 plus packages. We made more than that just on the packages alone. So not even counting the affiliate commissions. That was just icing on the cake. So will we be able to make 2x, 3x, 4x, 5x with this? I don't know. We'll see. But you're not going to make anything if you just stand on the sidelines, complaining and being negative, right? I mean, that's the way I'm looking at it. I mean, if you have $25 to spare, or a couple of shekels to throw into something, and it may not work, it may work. I mean, like I said, the cool thing about these guys is they didn't rug. I mean, they're trying to make it work. And so when I looked at this and I said, okay, this is what, like, for example, with this rank one, and again, I want to be clear, I don't fully understand everything yet. Okay. I just saw this a little while ago. I'm going to watch the replay. They actually have another Zoom on Saturday. You can plug into all these things. With this one here, I said, okay, you come in, right? And then 5 people come in after you, and your $25 pack generates $100. I was like, man, that's I don't even know how that works, right? So one question that I had was, do you have to personally bring in 5 people, or is that 5 people from the power line that, regardless of you, came in somewhere, but they fell up underneath you and you didn't personally refer these people? Because to me, it looks like you have to personally refer people. And so my question was, for people that are purely passive, are they going to be able to work this thing? Okay. Or is it going to be like the first power line, or every single leg power line that I know of? You come in, and then people who are joining after you, it drives you up and makes you money. So for me, when I looked at this, I said, okay, is this people that are just coming in after you, or you have to personally refer people? So I went out and reached out to a partner of mine, someone who's actually pretty high up in this thing. I mean, very high up, very connected, right? Because I said, you know what, let me go straight to the source and find out. And I'm actually going to play you what he just told me. Because my question was, for the passive person, is this something that people have to bring people in personally, or can they get a pack like the initial power line, and just people coming in after them will drive them, and they can make money, off of the momentum being built from people joining later. Okay. But this is what he said. I'm going to try to play it. Hopefully you can hear it.
And so they don't have to recruit anybody. They're $25 because of the power line. It could translate into that, over $1,000 in payout, just like the first part of the company. But this time there's no liquidity pool and accelerator. And the good thing about it is that then it feeds into the liquidity pool of the first part, the global power line. So now it takes care of both issues. People can get paid out immediately. Plus it feeds the liquidity pool, into the global power line. So they both work hand in hand. So I think these guys are onto something, and I'm excited to be, bringing travel into it in a big way as well. So hope you're doing well. Good to see you, man.
So yeah, as you can see, you don't have to bring anybody. You can get a pack. A $125 pack theoretically could make you over $1,000. Now, will that happen? I don't know. Who knows? We'll see. Again, it all depends if people are coming into this thing after you. You may put $25 into this thing and make nothing. I don't know. But you got to weigh out risk reward. For me, anytime I look at a platform, it's risk versus reward. What's the risk? I may lose $25. Well, I lose $25, I've lost more, sad to say, I've lost more than that on many things. Okay. $25 is nothing. Okay. That's like the cost of going to McDonald's with somebody. I mean, it's nothing. Oh, well, let me rephrase that. In some places of the world, I know it's not, it's something. Okay. But for me, I'm willing to risk $25 in exchange for potentially making $1,000 on that 25. What is that? Like 40x? I don't know. Do the math, right? So again, this thing is going to launch next week. What I would, the best move for you probably would be to watch the replay on their YouTube channel. Jump into, they have a Zoom on Saturday. I know they have another one probably next week because they said they're going to, this is going to be launching, this new power line is going to be launching next week. So there's still a couple of days. But yeah, I mean, we'll see. Again, only reason why I didn't put more funds into this platform is because with the old system, if I put more funds into that liquidity pool, I knew that I wasn't going to get any money back because again, the liquidity pool was going the wrong way. The contract was, nowhere where it needs to be for me to get 100% payout. They're going to tax me on that. So I said, I would love for this contract to go up, but who's going to put money into this contract? Really? Nobody. No, because again, you're not going to make money when you put money into that. This one, it's a whole separate line. Okay, so you can actually make money off of this one. Plus the side benefit, at least the way I'm looking at it, is it puts money into that old liquidity pool. So perhaps we can withdraw from that at some point. But even if we don't, $25 to make $1,000. Even if you put $25 and let's say you make $100, 4x. I mean, let's say you do that on day one or day two. Would it be worth it to risk $25? I don't know. Only you can answer that. But yeah, follow me on Telegram, guys. We'll talk about this more. We'll do another update. Like I said, I'm not 100% clear on everything. So I'm gonna, kind of watch the replay again. I'm gonna look at this brand new PDF, probably jump on one of their other Zooms and pay a little bit more attention when I'm not. I'm gonna make sure I'm not driving at the time. And then I'll ask some questions to my guy over here and see if there's any clarity that he can give me. But like he said, it's not about referring people. You get a pack, you can make $1,000 on that one pack, even if you bring nobody. Will it work? We'll see. We'll see. All right, guys, follow me on Telegram, subscribe to the channel, hit that little bell icon so you'll get notified straight away whenever I do a brand new video. And with that being said, I will catch you on the next one. Peace.